Hello, everyone out there in the world who views this during the week. Oh, I hear
there
something.
He is.
I hear something.
Oh, good timing.
I'm here.
Hello.
Right at the introduction. Good job.
Right in the introduction. This is Mr. Naboo. He just made it in time. So last we left off, the group was fighting a kaiju, and they decided, or at least one person decided to become a kaiju, being Thorag, and then Naboo, of course, is already a humongous creature. We left off as they were battling this bone creature of sorts, and Fina got stomped to the ground.
Yep.
Breathing agonally. Agonal breathing there. Trying to fight for her life. But,
no, I got,
yeah, I think she came back up by somebody's help, I think. Oh, Ben. I think Ben helped. Not today, he said. So, there's where we are currently. Let me position this right there. Not long. Alright. So, with that being said, we are going to continue to see if the party is able to bring this creature down. That's howling. I'm trying to scrape at everybody. And we're going to go ahead and begin with the Bone Hauler being next. But before Illis would have, well, right after Illis finishes her turn, the Bone Hauler will go ahead and do a legendary action.
fun.
And shoot out some bone shards within a 15-foot cone. So that will hit Bin and Naboo, both of which have to do a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second.
Make sure this cone is correct here.
I mean, if you're basically trying a line, a cone's pretty easy to angle.
Boom, right there. Look at that. So yeah, Mr. Bin.
Oh, yeah.
I'm advantage on this shit.
Wow. All right, Ben,
Oh,
you
wow.
are quite dexterous.
I still have the blessed that Ping gave me too, so we're all good.
The casual was
I really don't need it,
fine.
but
Apparently, Remva's saying, let me know if you need a +7. I don't know where they're going to pull that out of, but apparently they can give a +7.
It's her flesh.
It's from a... Yeah.
Flash of Genius, got it.
Either way,
Yeah, we can definitely
anybody.
give a +11.
oh, it's
to
not.
all
I'm on the
saves.
wrong. I accidentally loaded into the wrong roll
Oh, you
twice. I got
Oh, you're in the wrong.
I
Okay.
got a 27. Yeah, I got 27 though.
All right. So you,
Respectable.
hey, so you would take a nine damage of what is that? Piercing damage. So since you made it take only half, and now it goes and roars and goes back into its
Oh.
actual turn.
Take half of the 9 or the 9.5.
That was 19 damage, so divide that by half, should be down to 9.
Okay, then I take half of 9 because I'm right.
No, you take 9. Yeah, it's 9, because it was 19 damage, so you take 9.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you got
no,
more.
what I'm saying, I take, yeah.
Okay.
And you
Five.
have bonding ward, so you've got resistance to all damage as well, don't forget.
Oh yeah, I have a rage, so I have bonding ward. Because I didn't need a rage because I have that, so I take full 5.
Then I take half, and then the creature takes damage as well, because I've got damaged. Because I've got life tether on it in the creature.
And then life tether, if I remember. Let me see something really quick.
Yeah. I take
think-
half, and he takes half of that.
Oh my gosh, I can't find it again. Can you? Yeah, there it is. Wisdom 0. That one takes damage, so it takes half the amount. as necrotic damage. So it's doing necrotic damage back to it. Okay, excellent.
Yeah, so Naboo, on your damage, you take half and I take half of yours because of the bonding ward.
Yep.
So how much did you take?
I took 5.
So I take 5 again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just absolutely fucking
And
ridiculous.
then Ben, you can go ahead and roll me either an insight or perception.
Okie doke.
Jesus, you are rolling.
I'm not a messiah, but I'm working on it.
He's
All
the
right, so
Messiah.
Ben, you are at this point when you're jumping out of the way of these bone spikes flying everywhere. You're able to dodge, except for a few that hit. But as you dodge, you notice that this tether, while it should be sending this necrotic energy into the beast, it is doing so. However, it seems that the beast is not being affected.
Okay, can I drop the life tether then?
You certainly can. You can. Yeah, no action for dropping spells.
Oh, I'll just drop it then.
Alright, so with that being said, now we go into the actual Bone Hauler's full turn, and which it's going to probably split the attacks to the two front people. First of all, at Ben, it's going to try to strike at you.
He is prone, if you remember.
Oh, is he?
Or I thought he was prone.
Yeah, I think he was.
Let's see. So an 18. That's to hit, and then
No, that misses. He blocks it with his shield.
all right.
Nice.
It will. Is he being restrained, and that's why he's prone? I can't remember. If not, he's going to take half
I
his
knocked him down
movement.
with a shield bash, if I remember
Oh, okay.
right.
Don't forget he's got Bane as well, so he's got a D4 off it.
Wow.
He's Bane.
We are being
so-
rude to this boy.
Oh yeah.
And so, with that being said, he's gonna go ahead and do half movement to get back up, and his next swipe will be at Naboo for 21.
He's
Oh,
Bane.
shit, that-
Oh.
Bane.
Again.
He's Bane. Take off D4.
No matter what he gets, he
20.
misses because my AC is 21.
All right.
Oh, good.
And then the last one, we'll go ahead and let me roll this one first, and then Bane. So that's 28 to hit Ben this time with a stomp.
Yep.
Okay. So that's 18 bludgeoning damage. Unless you have anything to alleviate that. And
Not
you must succeed on a DC 16 Constitution saving throw, or be stunned until the end of its next turn.
Damn, he didn't just stomp, he curse stomps you. Holy shit.
Kindly bite the curb, please.
With that being said, though, the next up will be Hermes. Ooh.
Oh yeah, not one.
Wow. You.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I got a reaction.
Ah.
Let me do this a minute so I can find it.
Pocket Genius can't fix that. Oh yeah, I gotta pull up these fuckers, don't I?
Oh.
Yeah, I do.
The characters you're playing.
I saw Yonsei with next, and I like.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Hermes. Hermes would be
Hermes,
next.
sorry. I saw Yonsei was on the list, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Let's see.
It's a third level spell. He casts it as he goes to stomp on me.
He was in 30 feet to suffer the effect of your failed saving throw.
So basically, essentially, I now save, and he has to make a save with a disadvantage, so it attacks himself.
So it's on its own. There we
So
go. Yeah, okay. There's what I was trying to read. All right. So
I turn it into a save, and he has to make a save.
Yeah.
But don't forget, he's baned. So that affects
yeah,
his
he's
save
not
throws.
going to make it either way. So
So technically, he hurts himself.
He's-
Somehow he hurts himself.
he stuns himself.
And Ben God laughs at him and looks at Naboo and goes, "Ha ha! Take him down, brother."
Hermes, you are going next, sir.
I own the bones. I own the graves.
Bones.
You see this creature just kind of stuns, like stops moving for some unknown reason.
Okay, cool.
And after Hermes, then it would be Yancey.
Yeah. I'm going to... Can I have the right tool? Thank you. I'm going to run in, and I'm going to flurry of blows. Like, my wounded. Go. To use, to punch.
I think you might have advantage or something. I don't know how stun works.
What?
Give me a second. Pulling it up right now. Done.
It might be, or hits a critical. It might be that.
Stun. A stun creature is incapacitated, blah, 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 can't move, speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Okay. So... That's 27. I don't think I get anything to crit other than 20s. No. Alright, so that's just normal. Cool. And that will be 7 damage for the first attack.
All right, 7 damage. Crunching.
For the second, for the second hit for Fury of Blows does a 20 hit.
A 20 does hit. Nice little crushing blow
What?
again.
The advantage roll did no, that doesn't.
Nope.
8 damage for that damage.
Ah,
That damage. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
nice. He got the technique down. Excellent.
Run back over here.
It's run in there. Slap, slap. Run back.
And it's gonna hurt.
Balls.
All right. Yancey.
So what Nansei is going to do is he is going to bonus action ensnaring strike. And then he is going to attack. Let me see where the hell he at is though. Where is Yancey?
He's hiding behind that building over there.
Yeah, he's behind in that little corner there.
Can someone ping it? Thank you. Alright, yeah, he's gonna come down here. Yep, and then he's gonna shoot. Vantage.
It's a good thing he's not prone, at least.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, but he's stunned.
I usually have all my little cards next to me, but I got them today.
Thank God for the stun, honestly.
He's stunned, baned, and embarrassed. In that order.
And was
So
prone.
24 to hit.
Oh yeah,
Fix that.
that'll crack right into the
Oh.
bone.
he's gonna take 6 piercing damage, and this goes off.
6 piercing. All right.
And he's gonna take. No, so, he is now restrained. It would be a save, but he automatically fails since he's stunned.
Oh.
Perfect.
So he is now stunned.
But-
And then he attacks again. I mean, not stunned, he's restrained.
Okay.
And then he's gonna take another attack. There you go. 20
That will land. Another crack
for
into
8
the bone.
piercing damage.
All right.
And then Yancey is going to tell his companion to bite its toes.
God. The toe.
Oh, dear.
Toes again.
Oh, I didn't realize that has a.
I don't think I can. Oh, that's Zul, not
That's
Yancey.
some mighty big bone toes. He'll probably like that one. Juicy
Let's
toes.
see. Juicy toes.
I guess they're not so juicy, actually. They're bones, so that would be dry toes he's gnawing into.
Okay, can I do this? Oh, I can. Fuck yeah. Okay. So I don't know if it's gonna do it right, but we're gonna find out. Okay, so it didn't do it right, but so it's not 18. It's what's our proficiency bonus? Our proficiency bonus is 3. So he actually hit with a 21.
All right. Well, he grabs onto a bone.
Alright, and damage.
The pinky toe.
And I don't think the damage is going to be right either because it didn't do it. Yep, so, max damage was 6. 9 damage.
9. What kind of damage is it? Piercing?
I want to say it says acid.
Oh, acid. Okay.
Hold up, wait, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that acid later date. It's just piercing.
Okay. All right. And if anything else left?
That's it, that's it.
Fina. Followed by Naboo.
Fina really can't do anything. She's unconscious and stable.
Oh, I thought Ben.
Ben
No, he just
stabilized.
Oh, stabilized. Okay,
You're-
stabilized. All right. So she's just stabilized in La La Land. That's right. I don't know why I was thinking of
I ain't
Shield.
doing shit this battle.
Okay, Naboo.
So I want to attack it, but part of my attack, I want to knock it down.
Interesting. All right.
And I'm going to have advantage. $23.
That will slam into nice crunchy bones.
So 19 points of damage.
And that's what kind of damage?
Magical slashing.
Slashing. Ooh, okay.
And then it gets knocked down because it would have to make a strength save, but it fails those. And then as it's prone, restrained on the ground, I would like to get on top of it.
All right.
Make out sloppy style.
Damn. this session turned different.
So I am now on top of it, holding it down, swinging at its face. And I'm attacking again.
All right.
I've seen this in Baki once.
Auto spin activate. Shut up. Don't do it. Unless you're making me look like a badass. Then you can do it. And hold up, because I don't know if a 20. So the 20 hit, It can be higher. I just
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
if I need to roll the d4.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know you.
So I ain't gonna wait.
You will land a nice smack. Smack them bones.
You whore.
Um,
17 points of damage.
All right. And
And
what kind of
then
damage is
my-
that one?
Slashing.
Slashing? All of them? Okay, cool.
And then my offhand attack. I'm going to attack with the sickle. Okay, hold up. So 16. So 18.
Amazingly, yes.
12 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
And then I end.
Oh God, Zool.
My
Followed
turn.
by
Okay.
by Thorag.
Okay, so that's not gonna work.
It's interesting how the lineup went on this.
It just works out. You know what? Zul is going to do magic missile at level 2.
All right, that sounds easy enough. And that's all force damage too, right? So yeah. So
Yeah.
just I guess roll all the D4s.
And how many bolts is it on D4? Magic missile?
Well, I know you get 3, and then at 2, I think you get. Is it 2 more? What is
Yep, yep, at 2 you get 1 more.
Okay.
So 4.
And then you add a +1 for each dice.
Yeah. So
It's the Nobu show.
welcome.
Slowly.
So you said you add a D4 for each dice. I mean, add a 1 for each dice.
Yeah, 1.
Okay, so hit roll. Pop up.
So that was.
So 11, and then is it just the +1 or the +1 for each magic missile dice?
For each magic missile, so be 15.
Okay, so yep, 15.
All right, 15. That one does some damage. Oof, man.
Does he have a bonus action to do? Bonus action. I mean, he does, but the thing's on the ground, so he's not gonna try it. Alright, he is going to end his turn.
Thorag, followed by Aaron.
Ah, very good. I take a 5-foot step forward and I cast Bonk.
Okay, he cast bonk. All right, bonk.
Those are my
Bonk.
first 2 attacks, and then I use my bonus, War Blessing to give a 3rd attack. Ah, 3rd attack was not happy. It was 20 hit.
You got too excited and hit the ground. You made a nice hole in the ground, though. But the other 2 definitely land as you hear the cracking of bone. You might get a little splinter off in your side of the face there.
Oh, good. Let's see,
Can't even roar right now.
Oh, actually, that math is wrong. It's actually a +8, but that's fine. 20 apparently hits, so. And I don't think 13 changes anything.
Don't
No.
forget you have advantage because he's stunned. He's on the ground.
Yeah, you do have advantage, actually.
Oh.
You're all 13.
Alright, one moment. So I guess then those first two was the first, since it's the first two was the first advantage. Okay, that still misses. Damn it, I should have fixed it. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so second attack misses even with advantage. Wow. Can I keep my initial 3 rolls?
Yeah, just keep the first 2. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a joke.
How do you get
wow, okay.
3 11s?
5, 6, 3, 3.
Damn.
Alright, so 14 and 11. 5 of it is holy, the rest is physical bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Okay. Bludgeoning. All right.
Yeah.
So that's
Because you're bigger, don't you get an extra D4 damage?
yeah.
No, I actually get a d6 from it, and I already put that in
Alright,
Oh,
there.
you've done it.
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah. Not the best attacks. He's standing again, right? Right?
No, I think he's prone. I
Yeah,
think
he's still
it moves
prone.
on top of him.
Yeah, he's
prone.
still on
Oh,
the
okay.
ground.
He's stunned. He's stunned. He can't do it.
I don't know. Well, I shove him into the wall with a free shield bash, I guess. I don't know.
That's all right. You did some bludgeoning damage. So with that hit, you are able to crush his skull in because it's bludgeoning damage and holy. And the creature stops moving at this point, even though it wasn't moving anyway. But you can tell that it's definitely not moving now.
Huzzah.
Rip it apart.
Boom. There we go.
Thorak will actually like prepare for it to get back up and attack or something, not realizing it's fully dead.
He's like, die. Why won't you die?
Actually, I don't know about everyone else, but I think at least Thorak and Nobu will kind of do a couple more attacks, like going, "It's not dead yet."
100%. 100%.
All right, so
Bones
Thorak and Nobu
bones
kick it
just
while it's
flying
parallel
about
for a
now
little
at
bit.
this point. Little fractures around this entire body, and you see the bone actually just come apart as it's made up of different pieces of humanoids, possibly even giant bones as well. From this,
That
you're able to finally tell that it's not getting up.
I would like to examine Fina.
Okay. You
Oh,
can certainly roll a medicine check if
one
you
more
like.
time for good
Yep,
measure.
nice. Check her out.
No, you see no. Thorak, you see no.
Don't get
kick
pervy
one
with
more
it now.
time for good measure.
Nice.
Need you to make bag of holding.
Hey, Naboo.
Yeah. You hearing multiple voices.
Yeah. Do you want me to heal Fina, or are we going to enjoy the peace and quiet for the moment?
I don't care.
Yeah, you have she's breathing. You were able to stabilize her, but aside from that, yeah,
Hey,
she
don't
took
breathe.
some
I'm a danger.
major damage, at least from what you can tell with her body. But other than that, she's still pretty stabilized.
You would notice, I guess, surgical scars that wouldn't be there, definitely from the creature.
Thorak would put a hand on your shoulder and go, "Let her sleep it off. I think a little bit of peace and quiet for everybody, including Fina, who
All right.
is what we need right now."
Because this one's a little bit dodgy. I'll check her person to make sure she hasn't got anything on her body that she shouldn't have.
I haven't stolen nothing.
I gather all of the bones.
Oh God, we've given Nobu an entire massive corpse
God.
of bones. Oh no.
These are my bones. And though there are many, these are mine.
You gather a lot of you gather a whole bunch of bones now. You have a whole pile of them, so yeah, you have a nice amount of assorted different types of bones, unless you're trying to pick particular ones.
Nope.
Hey, Gregory, is everybody all right?
Oh, well, let me see. I guess so she does have a book on her person. So I guess Ben, you would be the one, you would just find a book on her person.
Okay, I'll have a quick look to see if it's something that she shouldn't have or have.
All right. So as you were doing that, Illis, you can go ahead and roll a investigation, or let's go with religion as well.
Who, me?
Oh, sorry, I was
No,
talking
not
to
you.
Illith.
Oh, Elif, okay.
I didn't hear anything you said other than person. What did you say?
Yeah, you had a book on your person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
And then Batman said something.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking what Batman said.
Batman, what did you say to him?
To who, sorry?
What
Fina?
did you say in response to the book on my person?
I'm just looking through to see if it's something that you shouldn't have.
A lot of notes about experimentations and a little bit of what she's gone through. It's pretty vague. You do notice a few notes that look a little out of place of a dwarf ranger who did a few hunts, but besides that, it seems like it's just a book she found and started writing it in herself.
Okay, I'll put it back on her person where I found it, and leave it there for now. I'll ask her about it later.
And then as far as so 24 for Illith there. Yes, as you're inspecting, you are able to at least put together that there is a lot of bones that crafted this creature. Dozens of slain villagers, possibly soldiers. You're not sure quite how it works, but you've never seen anything like it before. And what you can probably also sense is maybe, the remaining remnants of necrotic energy. But aside from trying to figure out what else would put this thing together, more likely anything somebody who is in the practice of necromancy. And just by the bones and everything else, there's not much else that you can figure out here. But you probably can sense, or at least figure out and put together, that this creature can be used as a template of sorts.
Oops.
While everyone's doing their thing outside, Aaron's gonna go back down to the ground floor and just make sure all the villagers are all right. Pull them out of panic attacks if they're having them, shit like that.
Yeah, they were all, a lot of them pretty much hiding, watching, trying to peek out, but hiding in the corners and way back against the walls. Gregory was there, keeping a watch with them. It's like, I heard this large slamming of things out there. Hopefully you didn't need my fly spill.
So nice. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I remember now. So Zul walks up to Illith, and you said dark magic. What kind of dark magic?
They're small.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Reminds
So
me of
in
the
the
days
meantime-
of the Shats when they were like in the early or mid 2000s.
necromancer, you say? Well, as a necromancer myself, let me have a look.
Excuse me? Necromancer? Oh, God.
And he looks at you. Indeed, fellow. Ben, what would you call, like, I guess the people that would worship Persephone, like, fellow worshiper, like, whatever, like, what would you call that group of people? Who are some of the same person? Who all worship the same person?
Same faith.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, person of the same faith as me. I am a necromancer under Persephone.
Not heard of them.
Necromancers or necromancers under Persephone?
Not all are. Or if any at all.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one under her. There are multiple necromancers, some good, some bad. It's all the same.
I should be keeping an eye on you. Like that semi-undead that's lying in it like a corpse on the floor over there.
And he looks at you confused, but sure, be my guest.
Points to Fina.
No, I meant like...
I'm semi-undead. I'm just a mutant.
He sees that, but like, if you want to watch me, be my guest. I have nothing to prove to you, for my goddess Persephone has guided my way to my path.
Real quick, Thorag is going to pick up Fina and lean them on the wall over here, just to, so they're not laying in the bloody street.
Yes, so nice.
Just laying on the dirt.
But
I appreciate
is
it.
Going...
Taking a small
Yes,
It's like, did you guys really leave them in the street? For the love of God. It just picks them up gently and puts them to the...
What up? Zul is going to do whatever check he needs to do to figure out what kind of necromancy it is. Like, what's all going on with this fucking thing? As knows, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Ooh, that's mine. I don't even know what part of body that is, but it's mine.
Go ahead and roll a either for you can do Arcana or Investigation for Zool.
You said Arcana or Investigation?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his investigation at? His Arcana's higher.
And Bengard's still concentrating on his spells.
And he has advantage on Arcana checks. That's cool.
Thank God for advantage.
Well, no, I mean, not thanks God. He got the 28 first. The advantage is the one that killed him. But he got a 28 on Arcana.
Definitely something to do with necromancy in the school of it. However, they're also using what might be called binding glyphs. With these binding glyphs, you probably have heard of them before. Anything that disrupts the binding glyphs might also weaken bodies of these constructs that are created with them.
Okay. So he
this particular type of necromancy also has a weakness toward holy power, possibly divine power that's holy, or maybe even sacred ground can disrupt or suppress it. Though you didn't see it, you can also sense that this type of power also has the ability to regenerate while the construct is still alive, in a sense. But you did not witness any sort of regeneration, so you're not sure what it needs in order to try to do that.
Would he figure out even if we defeat it, it can just come back? Or that, like, since we defeated it, it can't come back now?
No, it can't come back anymore unless somebody rebinds the glyphs. Upon closer look, you would be able to finally make out it. They just kind of hide and merge with the bones, so they were hard to make out, but you were able to finally see glyphs around the bones that bind this thing together. The magic already faded.
Oh, whoever did this is very powerful and very intelligent to make this sort of creature.
While they're looking at a book, I want to start working my way up to the top of the tallest tower over here, just to keep watch and make sure nothing else is approaching the village.
Okay. So the tallest would... Yeah, so you're making your way over to this part right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, he notices that there's a pile of ravens up there as well.
Ah, yes, the ravens. Charles at this time will work his way over to Aaron and says, "Well, no, it's a scary beast. What should we do? Are we to remain here, or are we going to... What is the exact plan here? I don't know how many attacks we're going to be able to take, and then we've lost quite a few men on the east side. We're going to have to see about maybe burying them, or at least give them some sort of rites of passage."
I cannot help provide the rites of passage for the fallen. The Crusader may be able to help with that, though. What with this place being attacked, we're not sure if the creature is the last one we'd be facing. It may be safer to get everyone on the road again and travel to the next town.
As you say this, Hesta's just looking at you, and Jenna just walks up and she says, "Oh my, more of those creatures. Oh, that's very frightful." And Gregory's just like rubbing his beard and looking, thinking, deep in thought.
"You know, I think you're right. I don't think we can hold them off very well, and especially if we start running out of resources here. And if you guys, adventurers, get hurt, we'll be stuck here. We'd probably become a pile of bones for that creature over there. There's a big creature out there, I tell you what. I remember one time when we faced a big creature. I think it's actually bigger than that thing. It had horns, screamed a lot, shot out like some blue ray out of its mouth. I don't know. Got in a fight with a big ape. Some sort of lizard and an ape. I don't know what it was. Strange."
And he starts walking out.
Charles, I will confer with the rest of my group, and we will come up with a plan on how to proceed. And I am going to just give a small little bow and begin walking out the door.
All right. So you walk out the door, witness Naboo gathering the bones, and the creature, I guess. What is Thorak doing? I see him by the creature. You said you were doing what?
Oh, I put it in the chat, but basically Thorag is... I'm imagining there's skulls in addition to like all the various bones, and any skull that Thorag finds, he kind of... It fully intact or partially intact, he'll basically pick it up, give a small prayer, put it aside, and then just keep doing that, and basically try to send each soul that's been claimed or part of this creature to their rightful rest. And Nobu might nick the skulls that have been sanctified at certain points, which would earn very, very hard looks, but I'm not sure how many skulls Nobu needs. I think they're more interested in the long bones specifically. Throwing out a...
Call for the skull throne.
Oh, you son of a bitch. No, we're burying these! They deserve a rightful funeral!
He just kind of looks at you for a second. And he tosses them back. And he slides and collects everything else.
Thorai kind of looks at Nobu, looks at the
Nobu's
skulls, gives a sigh, and goes, "You can have 5. They've been consecrated, they've hopefully been sent off to the rest. You can have 5!
I picked 5 best skulls. Like a kid in the candy store.
Okay.
Oh, my
You pick-
lord.
You pick all of them, humanoid size, except for maybe one that's a nice larger one. Not really sure. Maybe it belonged to a hill giant, but it's nice, smooth, good structure, very strong. As Charles is making his way out, inspecting the area. The crows, aside from Hermes being up at the tower, the crows, do you have them all within the area as far as inside the walls, or are they flying about, Bid?
Some of them are flying about, but they're scattered around the tops of the walls as well. There's lots of them. There's like a murder of them, so there's hundreds of these ravens flying around.
Okay.
On top, yeah.
At that point, then, I would say that you and Hermes can roll a perception. Let's see here.
17.
Ooh, alright. And Bengard, you got a 27. Alright. So, you would notice, both of y'all, that from both the west and the east, you see figures approaching. Well, actually, from the east, from the west, it's not a figure. You actually see a cart, a wagon. I would say that Hermes, you would see this approaching. It's a wagon that is being pulled, but well, you can tell four horses. Looks like a rather elegant wagon. And it's moving toward that west gate there. And let me click this really quick. Boom. So that's what you see there on the west side. And then on the other side, the east side, you see one lone figure, I would say, at least passing by this area, and still far away, but this would be Cassandra. What does Cassandra usually do? Does she just she's a lone walker, she wanders around, correct?
It's an investigator. She's riding on her mount, which is a white horse, but it does look slightly off with it wearing I think it's called barding. It's like a cape covering for horses that marks.
Okay.
Yeah. It's wearing that, and it's covering its body quite well. Only thing that can be seen is its golden eyes. But she's riding on the horse, approaching the gate, having heard all the noise.
All right. And what kind of investigation does she do? She just, let me see.
Hunts the abomination.
Ah, okay. Hunts abominations. So she would have probably maybe heard some distant rumors of things happening here. So she's on her way. And with that being said,
You can probably see a lot of ravens on the castle walls, isn't it?
Only, on the castle walls, yeah. I'm gonna.
Looks like there's 50 eyes staring at her.
She would actually recognize the ravens and tip her hat to them. Not seeming bothered at all, as if she already knows what's up.
oh yeah. As far as above table here, we were gonna say that you knew some of these some adventurers maybe here, so we can better introduce her. Was
Very
she-
much rumors.
Okay.
So she would know about the crows, but she wouldn't know the guy personally by any means.
Okay.
And then I'm guessing some of the religious ones would know about her order, but wouldn't know about her personally.
Okay. And then, did you want to have met Aaron? Since Aaron, I think you said you travel quite a bit as well. You're a wanderer.
Yeah, I do travel a lot.
I would say Hermes has probably heard about that order, but never really cared to look much into it.
On a surface level, they're pretty much imagine like the 1700s witch hunters who would travel around at any signs of guilt or any signs of foul play or any signs of really anything that they don't think should happen. They will come into town and investigate it, and would often make public displays of punishments to keep the people pure in their eyes.
Oh.
But as the order went on, they would end up making a sort of pact with a god, and after this event, they would start taming down a little bit, being much more of a clean investigators instead of their very questionable ways of investigating. Everyone went quiet. What happened?
Oh, no, I was listening. But I'll definitely have to merge some of that to thread once I get the book. I want to be able to read it and be able to merge it correctly into the lore of my world. So, awesome. That works generally well right now. I can work with that. Well then, in that case, I'm going to do a quick 5-minute break just to go to the restroom really quick. I drank a lot from last night, I guess.
Can we short rest?
And, do what now?
Can we short rest?
Depending on what y'all want to do with the people currently, y'all can short rest afterwards, or...
Gotcha.
Yeah. But, yeah, y'all can decide what y'all want to do. But I'll be right back. Everybody can take a break, 5-minute break really quick, and then we'll return shortly.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I forgot that I had that.
And as
What do you
Fina
do?
gets up, she immediately just gonna dip.
I forgot I had the Eldritch tattoo.
Start of an intro with the new character.
Ren was wondering what they missed.
Yeah.
People coming in on the edge of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Wakes up and is immediately bludgeoned to death. There was much rejoicing. No, I'm kidding.
well, considering her
Pat is still
skills,
alive.
Fina might be able to get information that no one else can. So maybe they'll be plot importance. Who knows? Oh, the East Gate is magically locked with an arcane lock.
I think they're
Oh, right.
coming-
Oops.
Yeah,
What?
so they're
Are they coming from the west, though?
no
They were east-south
carriage.
side-ish.
The carriage is coming west. I'm coming east, and I'm just gonna. I guess the paladin is just gonna wave at the gate, wanting to be let in.
This is how we avoid getting a new character. Nobody's at the gate to wave back, and they just go, oh, well, I guess there's no one there. Keeps walking.
Friggin' thunderous strike. The team knows the password.
Yeah,
I mean,
what's
she
the
can-
password?
Well, funny enough, I got thaumaturgy, so I have a booming voice. So it can boom up to 3 times as loud. So you will hear a very kind of deep voiced woman yell at the gate of, "This is the Order of the Burning Chain. I'm here to investigate the undead filth I have been hearing rumors of."
Oh, it's this bitch again.
At least my oath rules are super easy to work with. Like, team party shenanigans is welcomed as long as it punishes evil people. Or you just slightly accuse them of something and it's just convincing enough.
Ah, yes, the morally dubious paladin. We could work with this.
Burn away all doubt in the pursuit of duty. Purge the wicked and corrupt. Spare the innocent. Sin is forgiven through suffering equal to the pain it inflicted.
So, does
So
anyone
chaotic
know
good paladin, got it.
I'm a sadist.
Oh,
I have plenty of chain moves that fit this well.
well, technically you're also a sadomasochist because you believe pain is basically redemption. If the paladin causes anything, they would basically inflict pain upon themselves.
Unless they just made the excuse for themselves that the person was guilty anyways and just overwrites.
Oh, okay. You're also saying that your you do not adhere really to your code too much. Morally dubious paladin again. Okay.
So it's just the Inquisition from 40K.
Yes, but the difference is that they won't try to kill an innocent. They want reason first, no matter how questionable it is.
The Inquisition for 40K. Congratulations.
Yeah, and if you don't care about reason, then the Inquisition from Warhammer Fantasy.
All right. How's
It
everybody
makes
doing?
it very fun. I did base them off of Saltspire.
Oh, good. That instills confidence.
Yeah.
That instills as much confidence as anything related to old Salty Vic can.
All right.
Yeah.
As Brenda has posted that GIF, I'm making a new character. Who wants to be my second and third in this group? Nobody expects the Angoria Inquisition.
Oh god.
Just wait until I get Consuming Fire. It is such a BS spell.
All right. Let's see. Is everybody here? Was I the only one who? Oh no, Ben took off. For a little while.
I'm
He's back. How about anybody else missing?
Well, I'm back.
No, I'm still here.
Alrighty.
Still
Well,
missing Bucky.
Old Bucky.
Hermes is gonna hop down and ask the group on the ground whose voice was that was booming.
It could be the next person who's going to get their backside sent to the grave.
Oh, it's the crazy bitch I keep running into every now and again.
Indeed. Now open the fuck up.
Sorry, crazy bitch. What are we talking about?
You'll have to meet her to understand.
To be honest, is this gate made of wood?
No, it's only the
It's
west.
an iron portcullis.
Yeah. The west side is
Okay,
the only
I'm-
one, the only gate that's made of wood.
I'm going to wander over this way because my ravens have just informed me that there's a coach at the gate, the west gate.
Yeah, these guys made it off this way. Charles is all gathering everybody together as trying to calm everybody down. Depending if you are opening the portcullis on this side or not. Ben, you would probably notice that this particular door now, it seems to open. You see that heavy heavy wood that has it closed is just lifted up and then pushed over to the side, and then the door opens, and then you're able to see the actual cart, and you see,
So
like, there's
this goes-
two of the coaches right in front. They're like older gentlemen.
Okay, I tell the shield bearers to stop the carts, the coaches.
The coaches, yeah, well, that would run up to there, and they're like, halt! And, yeah, the cart will stop right at the gate, and, the horses just come to a stop there, just snorting a bit, but, for the most part, just remaining calm. The two men look at each other, then look at the whole group inside, and they're like, "Oh,
I'm going to do a special ability.
okay."
Now I can, because I can see them now. I want to check if they're undead.
Oh, all right. What ability is that?
I want there to be
It's called Eyes
noted
of the
there's
Grave.
corpses. There's quite a few corpses just everywhere.
Sorry, I'm gonna shift this really quick for red here for Cassandra. Let me see. Are you able to move that?
I don't even see it. I just see a green.
What the
Where
hell?
your ping's at.
I think it's in the void. You can
I see
try to
what's
do
going on. Let me
what is it? A
see.
wide select. Oh, that's
Okay,
that's not
yeah.
it.
Boom. I'm gonna put you right here. Dang, right there. All right. Let me see. Make sure that you can. Let me see.
I cannot.
What is going on here?
You're at the gate.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
see.
tell-
This is
Yeah.
because here we go. Let me put this. How about now? Can you move?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that's you right there. All right. There. Anyway, jumping back over here. To Mr. Bin. Ooh, sorry. Gonna ping again because it went off the screen. There we go. Right there. All right. Back to you, Ben. What were you casting?
Right. But just before I do this, I'm saying to them there has been an incident within the fort. Everyone needs to show themselves, or if they don't, they will be forced to enter the grave.
Both men look at each other. They look at you very confused.
I haven't seen anyone here in years.
What's
Dismount from your vehicles, from the coach.
and they
Now.
put their hands up. It's like, okay, now calm down. We mean no harm here. We're just traveling, paid by clients. We're from the Green Palace. And they start walking down. We mean no harm.
Okay, so how many of them are there?
Well, two of them. Yeah, two on the.
Okay. And it's one stagecoach, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Very-
I'm casting a spell to check to see if they're undead.
Okay.
It's Eyes of the Grave. I can tell if I can see them within 60 foot, I can tell if they're undead.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say for sure that you can't. They're not undead. They're not undead. They're living.
Okay. I'll tell the archers to cover them, and I'll tell the shield bearers to search the coach.
The shield barriers go there and just play this. Yeah, you see them walk over, start walking to the coach. The coach is locked, and it's a fancy coach. And
Our client's in there.
the other one says, it says,
We were paid
I
good money.
told everyone to dismount, or they would face the grave. Did I not?
We dismounted. I don't know about my client. So, I mean, you can take it up with her. She's in there.
Get them out of the coach now, please. We've had an incident within the fort. We're not taking any risks.
and at that point, he starts knocking.
Miss, there's been an incident. They want everyone out of the coach. Miss.
And then you hear a little bit of clicking, and a female will step out. And for you, she steps out, is rather quiet. She's cloaked. You can definitely tell she's a wizard of sorts. And
Okay, is the person undead?
No, it's not undead. She's definitely not undead. She looks like this for the most part, though. If you can see that picture.
Mash.
And she's.
I'll say, who are you and what are you doing here?
She looks at you and then looks at the shield barriers. And she says, "And who are you here in the ruin
I'll
that's
ask the
supposed to be
questions.
empty?"
Thank you very much.
When she thins her eyes, she says, "I am not particular to being asked questions."
Likewise.
Well, then we are at a crossroads.
I would like to kind of walk up, like, get within an eye shot. Probably about here to see what's going on at the gate. Since one member has been gone for a relatively good minute.
Okay. So you're making your way that way. All right. And so yeah, I would say that by the time that they were talking to the coaches and these people, you would have made quite a bit of a way. For Ben, well, if anybody else is moving that way, but Ben, you can go ahead and roll me a investigation, or actually perception. It would be perception check.
Okay.
Would like to use
Jesus.
Divine Sense to see if they are a celestial fiend, undead, or undead. Yeah. They're
All
not
right,
undead,
so-
obviously.
So
If
first,
Fiend or
yeah, let's go with Ben first, really quick, and then I'll jump over to you as this is happening. So Ben, for you, you can tell that she is also wearing a sigil of sorts on her cloak that binds it together like a button, and her hood is still up. And this one, from a distance at least, you can tell that it seems like a dagger. It seems some sort of like a snake that's wrapped around it. And because of this, you can also, if you wish, would you say Ben has traveled around quite a few places as well, like around
No.
the cities?
No, only he knows. He knows the city of Polaria like the back of his hand. That's the only thing he knows.
Okay, so Polaria.
Aaron
Because he was a scribe within the large temple there. That's his job.
Okay. All right, so you probably wouldn't. You only see this sigil, then, like a snake that's wrapped around some dagger.
That doesn't look very good.
I try and identify the sigil.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll me a history.
So do I know this thing on a horse coming through as well? Do I notice this person on a horse?
Oh, I guess you would. Yeah. You would notice to the angle side.
can I do an insight check?
Sure. Inside check on the lady?
Lady. Yeah.
Yeah. Just roll an insight check and then let me know what you're trying to go for.
I got that critical 20 I wanted. Pretty much, I just want to see if she has any like curse marks or any type of scarring or any type of stuff on her that I would recognize as occult stuff, as I'm using my divine sense on top of that.
That's a good question. And then history check would have been a 7. And then you had insight, and Aaron he goes through various places, right? As far
Yeah,
as mini
just
cities.
all over.
Okay, so he's probably visited the southern parts of Angoria. Go ahead and roll me another one. I'll give you an advantage on that one.
Okay.
The door doesn't.
Thank you.
I will say then.
Thank you, Opus.
You had once traveled to the city of Silvervale a while back, and there you had encountered. Well, it's one of the larger coastal cities in the kingdom of Polaria, and it's to the south. And there you would have also had runnings with the different guilds and possibly even the king. Whatever you work through, you would have heard rumors. But you would have known of one isle that everybody usually kept away from, but was very, very famous, was the Isle of Shadows. And there was a man there that was called Renford. He was the Shadow Master. And he had lieutenants. And in those lieutenants, one of them was a very powerful wizard. And you remember that she wore the sigil of these particular... The Shadows is what they were called. And this particular wizard was considered the most powerful in Silverwell. And you are... Since you are a traveler, you had heard rumors that there was some sort of team that brought down the Shadow Master, but they were never able to bring down the wizard.
Would I know the wizard's name? Or...
You would have probably heard her as Amara. And she was actually a sister to one of the wizards that worked with the palace. But they did not get along, of course. But Amara was definitely a powerful wizard and one of the lieutenants of this Shadow Master. And rumor has it that she even brought down a powerful queen of the elves that used to live in Silvervale.
Well,
Get
seems we are in the presence of some very infamous company. What is Amara of the Shadows doing here?
Who are you speaking to?
If you're, I don't know if you're talking to Ben or her.
I'm talking to her.
Oh, she
Yeah,
will.
you're too far away for me to talk to you.
Yeah, she will raise a brow at that. She says, "Do we know each other?"
No, not personally, though in my travels I had heard much about you. Mostly rumors and conjecture, but...
Yes, rumors can be dangerous. And for Cassandra, she is cloaked very, very well. So you're not able to see the rest. Like, she's not showing much more of her body. Her face is the only one that you can see, which is rather pale. But you can't garner much. Even if you had a pretty good insight, you can't garner much just because it's physically
Had a
hard.
critical insight.
Yeah, it's physically hard to unless she uncovers and you can see more. It's only her face that's currently showing. I will say that maybe the only thing that you could probably pick up is to her eyes, possibly have a sense to them that you've seen in other people that deal more with maybe creatures that how would I say it without maybe something with people dealing with making pacts. Sometimes there's something in their eyes that you can tell, but aside from that, you're not sure what's going on with her. Especially because her angle kind of you see her. You can see her from the angle you were walking in. A little bit of her profile, but not much because the cloak is now covering from the back. But
as Aaron says, Amara the Shadow, would I recall anything about that?
Go ahead and roll me.
You said that they didn't get. You said that they didn't get along with paladins too much.
Not really. No, not really. Yeah, they actually kind of got along with paladins, but you can go ahead and roll a history, and you travel too as well. You would be like Aaron. You can roll. You can roll
history
with,
check.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage on that one too because you're a traveler, so you might know. Oh my god, I can't grab her. Jesus. All right, let's change.
Yeah, 9. Shit.
So no, you do recollect hearing the words "the shadows," but you never had much interest in that. Perhaps you didn't stay long enough in any of the southern coastal towns, moving along, since most of them are pretty safe. Not much dealings there. But she would step forward a bit past the coaches that she stares at with daggers and says, "I am here investigating." And she will talk to Aaron, says that to Aaron.
Investigating what precisely?
It says, "I've heard rumors that the Rarvis is here, and I have words with him."
Who's Ravus?
He is that fine gentleman whom everyone here wants to see on a spike.
Amara raises a brow at this again and says, "Oh, this would seem that we are aligned."
Not so fast. You behind on the horse, dismount and be recognized.
Shut the fuck up. You know who I am. I announced myself twice, and that's all I'm going to do.
Divine sight.
Not to me, you didn't.
Divine
Alright,
sight.
go
let's
up your
see.
Crusader. How about you open up the fucking gate? It will recognize each other quite well. I have an investigation to do, and you're in the way.
I've told you there's been an incident within the fort. It's under
Indeed, and
high
I'm
security.
investigating it.
It's already in hand.
Oh, the crazy bitch made her way over here.
I
What
don't
do you mean,
care
the
if it's
crazy
been
bitch? You're
killed,
talking about that one on the horse.
Yes, her.
Killing the tree doesn't mean you uprooted his trunk. We still have way more things to go through.
Well,
And
you wait your
currently-
turn. You're second in line. I'll deal with this people in the coach first. Just wait in line. Okay, you in the coach, get back in. I'll allow you to come into the stables, but you must stay there for the rest of the evening. Do not leave the stables. This place is under quarantine.
She'll look over at
we do
you
have
and it says, "I don't think I will be staying or be given orders. I'm here in order to investigate. My objective is to figure out where Rarvis is. He is a betrayer."
Well, that can wait until the morning. It's not safe in the evening. There's undead around.
I will kind of go up next to her, just not to a point where it's invading on her personal space, but just kind of up next to her and kind of signal to getting closer and start whispering to her. The last time I saw Ravis was back in the town of Talonolton. He left through a portal in the crypts, and we have been on the run from that town since. I know not where he went, but the investigation will start there.
She peeks over your shoulder, trying to look inside, and says, "As I was nearing, I've heard one of his pets howling. Usually, he sends that pet in order to rid himself of any people that he has found insignificant, or if he wants to get rid of witnesses.
And we are those witnesses, though we have handled the problem.
She thins her eyes and says, "Very well. Then it seems that my journey is further." And she looks at the two coaches and says, "Come on, get back on the horse. We shall leave these people to their fates." And she enters...
By the way, how did the door open if she was in the car and these blokes were mounted? How did the door open? Who opened it?
You don't know how it opened. All you saw was the large pillar of wood.
The bar undid itself.
Yeah, it unhinged itself and then it floated over to the side.
So it's magical, yeah?
As far as character-wise that you can tell, you would probably think so, but you're not sure as far as your character would know.
Because doors don't open and float on their own accord. Not where I've come from.
I can make it happen.
So yeah, I would say, yeah, Ben would probably guess that it's magic, but not sure. But yeah, from everything he's seen, it's the only logical reasoning would be magic.
Okay, this woman's a bit dodgy, so she can go on her way. We'll deal with the next issue behind.
And
let's see.
The names. Aaron.
Yes.
So what's with all the commotion and yelling?
I'm not yelling. I'm just being firm.
Well, I heard something booming from this direction.
It was the other direction. I stopped booming over this direction, so
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
not
buzz
the
everyone's
side.
eardrums out.
The
Okay.
situation is handled, my reptilian friend.
And you see the two guys get into coaches and they start moving.
As the normal horses go by, my horse will snarl at the other horses as if wanting to bite it.
They pretty much just neigh and freaking almost run into each other as the two coaches try to get him back into handle, and eventually scoot back out, and they just start moving forward, going around, and
I'll tell as this happens. I shall tell this armored warrior on this horse to lead the horse towards me so I can see you properly, and we'll have a chat at the gate.
I will just ride the horse a little bit closer.
If you do, you will not be allowed in.
Well, then that would just accuse you of being an abomination. And if we're both on the same side as you told the woman, then I would recommend we handle it a lot more in my favor.
Then you should dismount and do as I say. We are in charge of the fort here, not you. This is our rules. There has been an incident within the fort, as I've told you. This is why the security is high. There are people in here that we're trying to protect. If you're someone of good, you will understand.
Upon hearing that there are other civilians beside you guys, her tune will shift super quick as she would dismount. And then she'll look at the horse and whisper some infernal into his ear. And then gonna walk inside.
No, you're not walking inside, you're just walking through the gate. You're not being allowed in at the moment.
There we go.
I don't know who you are really, so I'm being cautious. What? You say you're being here to investigate. Investigate what?
Investigate the abomination, the undead purge that's been happening.
Well, I'll allow you to be in the stables tonight under guard. You're not to leave the stables until you're requested in the morning, and then we can discuss it then. For your safety, we'll allow you inside the fort in the stables only. Do you understand?
Well, if there's any consolation,
Do you understand?
Being pretty hard about this.
Do you understand, or do you want to stay outside for the rest of the night in the cold?
Fine, I'll come in under
Okay.
guard.
We'll come under guard, and I will lead her into the stables, which is the building behind me.
I do wish to speak to some of the civilians. I believe that there might be a traitor amongst your ranks. Besides, you
Not
guys
until
being
the
clearly
morning.
different.
Not until the morning, so we can see what's going on. Into the stables, please.
You see, so this is going on over there. Y'all able to see that this lady over here is actually flying over the wall, and she seems to be watching the bones being moved or blessed or whatever anybody is doing over here.
And she's got lots of eyes of ravens watching her as well.
No, what she sees is not just bones being moved and all this. It's being collected. Give me a second. By this beautiful fucker.
Oh, the hands again.
Yeah. Oh.
That is what the fuck she sees. I never
No.
stop. I need all these hands for all these bones.
Oh my god, he's still the mole creature.
The mole hands, oh god.
I need these hands for these bones, man. Beautiful.
Oh my god. He's in love right now
Yeah.
with bones. But, oh,
Seeing the bone pile,
Bone pile.
Cassandra will look at the Crusader and say, that creature helped you guys out take that thing down, right?
Yes.
Cool. So I don't have to worry about them. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's what that
Um,
flying bitch sees.
as
The entrance
Charles
is around here.
is walking by with the rest of the group and says, "Is everything okay? Are we all in danger or are we safe?"
I'm trying to keep us safe. I want this knight, whoever it is here, to be under close guard this evening in the stables.
Eldon of the Burning Chain. You, the Crusader, should recognize such.
Oh.
Into
you're
the
up
stables,
now,
please. Burning chain.
And
Of note.
Charles will
Do I
move
pick up
over.
anything with that divine sight, by the way?
Yeah, that message I sent you, that you would pick up that there would be a slight sense of demon presence on her. Very
Where?
faintly, we're able to pick up on it, but that would pick up on it. She herself is not, but
Oh, that woman before?
yeah, who's currently flying above Naboo and Thorag right now, and Illith. Gregory will step back out as he was seeing this.
It's like, oh, looks like she has that fly spell too.
You guys should be wary of the demonic presence on that lady.
And currently,
Yeah, I'll
she
send her
just
away.
she's just floating down right now. Not floating down, but floating over about maybe 40 feet, looking and inspecting the bones, thinning her eyes, very focused, as if trying to decipher what is happening, or not know what's happening, but she doesn't even pay attention to Naboo. Actually, she's just looking at the bones that he's collecting, and she's rubbing her chin. Basically, seems to be deep in thought as she inspects these bones.
I would imagine she has like an inquisitive kind of posture, not guarded or aggressive in any way.
Correct. Yeah, she doesn't even take notice
Right.
to anybody else. She's just watching the bones.
Thorek would kind of step more under her and well, he deflate. He's no longer large.
Deflates. All right. Oh. Oh my god! I can't deflate you.
I'm
You're
forever
stuck.
big.
You're stuck being large from now on. There we
Yes. Yeah.
Drink too much ale, get fat.
My God would be pleased. Anyways.
I'm gonna come over there and take the reins of the horse because he's not going in the stables. In the stables, I told you.
As you grab the reins, the horse is going to like throw his head up, and you'll see I'm pretty sure the word is barding. As it
Barding,
flips
yeah.
around, you'll see a very scarred up, vicious horse underneath. Clawed feet, very long fangs. It does not look like a natural horse at all.
Say that ain't no horse.
Fucking horse.
Right. Get in the stables as we agreed. In the
You're not
stables.
gonna-
Go on.
What about the demon woman over there?
I'll deal with her in a minute when I got you in the stables. Now get in the stables.
We need tense
Meanwhile-
tense
Hello there,
tense
buddy.
music here.
May I be of service?
Are you
Yes,
asking
can
her?
you get this
Or
woman
who?
in the
Yeah, I'm shouting up to her.
Oh, okay. And she pretty much ignores you, just looking at the bones and yeah, she just floats around, just looking, floats back over to the side, stares at the sleeping female for a little bit, and then just goes back to it, observing the bones. And
Do you require anything from the beast, ma'am?
she'll look down and she says, I require a bone.
Oh, the fuck off!
Thor kind of gives Nobu a look of like, really? It's like, does it have to be a particularly big one, my lady?
Any bone will do.
And I assume you don't intend to resurrect the creature or what have you?
No.
Toss like a pinky bone.
Thorag will basically
yes.
break off half a rib.
Okay.
Trusting
Oh,
the
okay.
demon woman. Very smart.
The she will float
He'll-
down, not touching the ground though, still remaining off of it, and reach for the broken bone.
I smack it the fuck away! With my... I don't have a tail. With my many fucking hands!
You're
What
gonna
are you doing?
you're gonna smack Thorag.
Oi! I was going to ask first.
It's like a...
Oi! Thorag, with the bone, walks over to Thorag and goes, Oi, I'm going to ask her what she wants it for, what her business is. I'm not just going to give the bone. And besides, if she's able to do this, she could take what she wanted. But we're being cordial here. So calm down, it is one little bone. He holds up the bone fragment and waves it, like, waving it in front of a child. So calm
And
your,
like,
calm
it's
your
like
tail.
you don't see eyes, but he's following it.
Alright, fine.
It doesn't
He
matter
tosses
one
the bone
that
to, like,
matters mine.
He tosses the bone that way, like making a dog to like fetch, basically.
And then I
he
hear
goes,
Illa say, Illa says what? Illa says Noble just won.
Thorag then just breaks off a pinky toe, hopefully while he's distracted, and goes, "All right, now that's what that is. This for investigative purposes."
She looks at
She gets
you.
one bone.
She just looks at you and stares. And she says, Yes. Rarvis.
That's
I
fine.
will track him down. The traitor. And she will
I see.
inspect the
Yes,
bone.
more
And you can
ominous.
tell that she starts moving her fingers around the bone as she's holding it with her left hand. And you see her eyes glow a bit. And then you also see the runes actually start glowing. A faint, dark purple light, and she's just whispering these enchantments, and she's just like, and then she thins her eyes now as this magic just floats off the bone, and it's like almost like a cloud that appears above the bone, and then she just like tosses the bone back over at Naboo, and now not really focused on anybody else now. She's just focused, and she seems to be parting the cloud, like she just moves her fingers around it, and she looks over with a dreadful stare at Thorag, and she says, "Just as I thought. That idiot. How dare he uses our secrets. The secrets of..." And she looks at you very intently. "You've had dealings with him?"
Met him in passing. Less than half dealings. It was not a friendly sort. May I have your name, my lady? I am Thorag.
And she, like...
Proud servant of Thragost.
And she thins her eyes and says, "You may call me Armara."
Write in the notes, write in the notes.
And she nods and says, "I will wait. He will not give up. He's after you for some reason. What did these people do?" While that's happening, and she's asking that, what's going on over here at this section?
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
A vicious horse trying not to maul whatever's inside the stables.
Okay.
Okay, we got the archers guarding the gate because the gate's open at the minute, and we got the axe hands and the shield bearers guarding this crazy horse and this female warrior-looking person that's inside the stables, quarantined.
The door is shattered.
You heard her say she was from the Order of the Burning Chains, yes?
Yes. There's lots of strange
Oh,
things going on
crazy.
tonight.
I'm not sure if it's her specifically, but some member of the Order of Burning Chains is always there whenever I do one of my investigations into the undead. They're always there.
Well, they're in the
We
stables
are to
tonight, mate.
purge the abomination. Of course, we're going to be there.
So you've got a head start on her.
The head start means nothing when these crazies come into a village and suspect one of them of being some sort of abomination.
Yeah, well, they're not in charge of this fort. Not on my watch.
And
Anyway.
99% of the time, we're right.
You kill more innocents than any monster I've slain.
That is not completely true. I have personally not done so.
All right.
Does it mean
I
you're
want you to go
ordered?
back.
I personally have not committed various war crimes.
Okay, I want you to go back in those stables where you're supposed to be, and I don't want to hear a peep out of you into the morning. Do you understand?
Whatever.
I'm going to
You're
lock
just
the
gonna
door
fix
back
it.
up.
Good night.
The door is shattered on the stables.
Yeah, but there's people outside guarding, so you won't be allowed to exit.
Maybe.
And Charles is just going over here and covering the bodies and seems to be making movements of religious aspects for them.
Charles, are you able to put this door back on its hinges, please? So we've got some form of security here.
He looks over and is like, "No, I'll have the men help me. Are we staying here another night?"
Well, we've got to get through this night first, and then we'll discuss this in the morning.
All right. I'll
Been
talk to
one
the
hell of a
men.
day.
I'll talk to the men and try to get them to calm down. This is getting rather... I hope we don't have any other creatures attack. Or losing
I'm just trying to keep everyone. I'm just trying to keep everyone safe. You know what I mean?
I understand, but most of these are just regular men. They've never been around war or seen it. The resolve may be winding down, so I'll try my best to keep them going.
You won't be going at it alone, Charles. I'll be here to help whenever it is needed.
And he nods. Well, I'll get this door going, and then we're going to have a proper burial for our friends here.
And he'll walk over and start working on the door, calls over a few of the men.
I'm gonna help with the door to the best of my abilities.
All right. Well then, while that is happening, we'll jump back over here. And Thorag. Yeah, you just got this lore dump, and just what she told you, and she was asking. She had to just ask you about Mr. Rarvis here.
Oh boy. Thorag would effectively try to more or less negotiate an exchange of information, namely the possible availability for food and water for 200 bloody villagers. In exchange for basically telling all of the information that he has access to, basically leading up to visiting the village, the episode with the vampires there, the interactions with Rarvis, the best of his recollection, and the his departure, best we know of.
Well, some good information right there. All right.
Yeah, and trying to exchange it likewise for just confirming that she isn't gonna immediately fucking sell us out to vampires or from the looks of it, it's a bounty hunter or an agent going after an enemy of ours and might take some heat off us, maybe. So he's trying to stay cordial and exchange what information between the two of them he can.
Excellent. All right. Let me see here. Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, am I good at that? Why do I have advantage on deception? Why do I have that? All right, whatever.
I mean, if you're trying to deceive her, but I think you're telling the truth.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know where I got the advantage on deception, and it's the last thing Thorax should have. All right, ready for this awesome perception roll for this very diplomatic dwarf? There we go.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I have no bonuses.
I'll let you have another rover's advantage just because you are giving her information. Let's see.
Come on, dice, don't be rude to me now. You failed me.
Oh gosh. She just looks at you very...
Redva, I need that +7 for that 10. 17
Brenda's gone.
No!
Disappeared.
Yeah, she possibly had to pop off there, but...
Well, then I shall give it to you because I have control of Fuba's character now. God damn it. This is quickly becoming my session. You know what, Emma? Get the fuck out. It's just me. I'll play all your characters. I don't need y'all. I do it myself.
Man, those character interactions are gonna be riveting.
Funnily enough, that is exactly what's going to happen because I get that +7, getting a 17 to diplomacy, and then I have to leave too.
So you get...
I told you I had to I had to get out of here a little bit before 5:30 or 5:30. So
oh yeah, what about the India?
For me. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
No worries. So the entire roll was what now?
17, I believe, with the +7.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, so she would say she would exchange some food then. She doesn't have for 200, but she will give you all, depending on, she will look back, whoever is left there, and say, it seems that your dark friend over there is a little spooked. But I will be willing to give you food, whatever I have in the carriage. And let the villagers fight amongst themselves for it. And she'll say, only if they are allowed to come in. Your friend there does not wish for this to happen, unless it's in the stables.
Yeah, we'll let the gothic woman break the rules.
So I guess if you want to answer for Thorag or not. Depends how you want to do that. Mr. Demo.
I'm thinking on how I would do this.
Oh.
Okay, so what was the question again?
She just asked what she had done was just asked the information, which she gave her the information for Rarvis about Talanalton and where they met, what happened there and such. And in return, she's now willing to give the food, which now she's saying that Ben over there is the one that seems to be a little bit spooked and not wanting to let her carriage in.
Okay. I mean,
Where's Hermes? Oh, there he is, over there. There we go.
so is Ben still talking to the chick that floated down, right? Or yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Thorag is talking. Yeah, she floated
Thorag,
down here. Ben is way over there still, unless he's
Yeah. Yeah, Ben's dealing with the. So Thor ain't really gonna do much of anything, regardless of the new person. Again, he's focusing on the chick that flew down and asked for the bone.
Yeah, but the
Honestly,
main
I
thing
think-
is
I
like
think
she
I'm
was just
confused.
trying to give the get the food in, but she says that she would need to.
Oh,
Yeah,
get the food and gotcha.
yeah.
And okay, yeah, he would totally accept that because this place needs food.
The only thing is, Ben, what are you doing?
I've gone to the top of the tower to give these people the last rites.
Oh,
Died
okay.
at the top of the tower.
So you would see this Armara person flying over the walls then from over there to go get the carriage. You move.
So basically, I've been disobeyed. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So yeah, you would see this, and she would go over and try to bring the carriage back around. If Thorag is going to accept the food.
Yeah, Thorag would definitely accept the food.
All right.
So is Thorag coming over to the west gate then?
She's has the horses waiting at the south gate currently.
Gotcha. And she said she's gonna. Is she flying back in or?
No, she
What?
just landed by the horses at the portcullis that's there. So
Oh
it
yeah, then
depends.
you
Yeah.
go over there.
So yeah.
You can move him. I can't.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll just move him over there. So if he's gonna go over there and open the portcullis and stuff, she'll give whatever food's in the carriage.
Got you. And he would, if depending on how much it is, he would ask everybody that he can to ask. To ask to help.
Okay. Maybe Illith and you. It's not gonna be enough to feed all 200 villagers. Well, not even 200 villagers left, but because of the guys that died over here, still quite a few.
Yeah.
Just a little bit under 200, but yeah, it's
It's
just
enough to get us somewhere.
yeah. You can feed at least like 20. So
Oh God,
yeah.
that's somewhere.
The children eat first.
But I go out into the fields and try and find, like game or like some sort of animal to kill and bring back.
Are you saying that to the DM or everybody?
Both.
Okay.
Because I want to be like, kind of look out along the field, see if I see anything, and then I want to ask the party if you want me to go and kill food to bring back for the villagers.
Thorag would suggest that we would wait a little bit so everybody catch the breath in case anything happened. Because he remembered Yonsei said he's going to go out and also do that. So you and Yonsei could go together. Because Yonsei's a good hunter.
Okay. Cassandra, you're trying to go get out. There are guards there who would probably stop you before you get out there because they're kind of scared and worried. So they would, like, if you were trying to get out there, unless you snuck out somehow.
No, I want to just intimidate the entire populace, I guess. So I'm going to use my Brood Mother's Eye, which is inside the burnt side of my face.
Okay.
Which is going to do. So that's that. That'll give me advantage on intimidation, which I am going to use. I'm also going to use. Should I use Thaumaturgy? No, I'm not going to use Thaumaturgy. I'm just going to do that, and then I'll roll with advantage. Shit. And I don't get any things. So there's a 13 intimidate.
A 13, while they're in a group, tickles them a little bit, but doesn't intimidate. They just stare at each other and says,
"Oh, ma'am, you were supposed to stay in there, according to Ben guards. Oh, what was his name? I don't know. I think he's called himself Ben. Yes, Ben. Ben is the one who told you we need you to stay there."
And you see these other guys kind of move over to the side.
We don't mean any harm, but there was some scary stuff happening.
She's going to display her holy symbol, which is quite literally a chain that's wrapped around her other arm. And she says, "I'm part of the order. I'm following where the fuck his face is, the god of justice or whatever. And I need to do my duties. I would rather not cause issues, but my job must be done, and I will not accept hiccups. Now, for the sake of us both, just move aside, please."
They all look at each other and it's like, they think for a while, and they see Aaron approaching.
She wants to make something with, I don't know, duties. I guess she has duties.
They look at Aaron, one of them.
Currently, you guys are trying to associate with someone with demon essence on them. Clearly an abomination, but I want to investigate to make sure that she's not completely the case. Also,
I'm going to grab Cassandra by the shoulder and kind of walk back into the stable and kind of close the door behind us.
The door's busted down. I've destroyed it.
Alright, I'll just take us somewhere where the axe hands and torchbearers can't really get a good view into what's happening. What the fuck are you doing here, you psychotic bitch? Your order is known for being genocidal. If anyone in this group sees you're trying to harm any innocents for any reason, there's nothing your order can do to save you.
And we both know that the fact I'm considering talking to them, I'm a little different. The point is that this case is under a special investigation, that they had to send me, of all people, out here. If I didn't have to be all the way out here in the boondocks, I would much rather be in the city burning someone in the sewers. But no, I gotta deal with you country bumpkins. So, Trying to make this easier. I know better ways of investigating this craft than you guys do. Let me just do my job. We'll get along, and we can both have what we want. I'll share any and all information I attract during this investigation. And right now I have a pretty solid way of finding our next target. A guarantee, probably. I may need a little bit of help and a bone from that corpse. But I do know a way to get
Our
there.
next target is getting these people to a safe location before continuing a hunt for something that wants us all dead.
Correct. So we have to kill it. I know something that you don't, and that is fine. But let's see it both our ways. Let me touch the creature, and I'll stay in the stables because then my investigation for the day is done.
I will kind of lean out of the stables and yell for Charles. Charles, could you fetch a sliver of bone from the creature?
Charles moves over and is like, I suppose I can. And he will...
Talk with the dwarf about it. If you try and take it from the large one, he may just kill you.
Oh, well...
Oh, so you have a homicidal creature, and yet you have an issue with a paladin. I see how it is.
He's not homicidal in the same sense that your order is. And he is tempered by the fact that, for whatever reason, he has pact bonded with another mysterious creature, and she is far kinder than anyone here deserves.
Charles was like, leave the conversation, I'll be back. And starts running over that direction. Looks over at Illith. Says, Illith, could you help me get a bone from this area? I think Thorag is busy over there. Was that other person?
You guys see Nobu placing the bone on the ground in size order.
He really loves bones.
He's organizing his bone collection.
He got quite a collection now. And I would say Thorag and whatnot have already kind of moved whatever meat, I guess, or rations and foods, wherever they're going to put them, wherever they're going to store it by this time, since some time has passed. So I'm just going to put them over here for now. And at that, I don't know. Nah, you wouldn't be able to see the vantage point on that one, but your crows would be. Ben, you would notice that. And Hermes, are you going out to hunt or are you staying? I forgot that conversation there.
I'm pretty sure we just get that they were gonna wait for like a short rest or something. Then Yonsei and him want to go out.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess the crows would be the only ones that would see that the Armara is. The horses are over here at the roads. And the coaches are just walking around. They seem to be, weirdly enough, hitching the horses to one of the trees there, or bushes, and settling down, it seems.
Is at least one of the crows coming over to inform me of this?
Yeah,
Because they have to come and speak to me.
Yeah, that's what's going on. So.
Okay, I'll come down from the tower.
And what does Illith say? Okay.
He gives you the biggest deadpan stare and sighs. Fine, but no more!
Charles kind of like shakes at that, flinches. It's like, sorry.
And it does sound like multiple voices talking, like I said.
He just looks completely pale at this. Look over at Lilith. Is he
He's not going to turn on us, is he?
As he starts walking away with a little bit of fear in his eyes.
He loves me truly.
And he'll eventually return over here with a bone.
That creature is very, very frightful, but here's a bone.
Thank you.
And then
I
I'll
will
cast.
return to helping with the door as soon as we're done here.
Hermes will help try and refix the door on the.
Yeah, at this time, I would say that y'all would be done with it, just because y'all had help. Really, is just the bar, the thick wood bar, that needed to be placed back after the doors closed again. It nothing else happened to the door. The bar was just moved. It's quite heavy, but with all the people there, y'all would have been able to do it already by this time.
Okay.
Don't use the spell signature on the bone to detect the warding magic on it. Just go ahead.
There wouldn't be no warding magic on it. You would just detect the strong necrotic magic. Of course, this would be the difference, is because they're held together by glyphs. This is what seems to be the signature ability to create this certain construct.
So spell signature would work on it or no?
Well, that's what you were trying to read, right? What this does as far as the...
No, spell signature, I already posted
Draw out the
in chat, but I'll post it
sense
again.
trapped within all magic. Choose a magic effect. Sense range. The effect resistance specific to creatures. Oh, okay. So you're trying to... The spell signature tell you... Well, that wasn't specific
The person
to the
who
creature
made the
that created it. Yeah. The only thing you would be able to gather from that is maybe a vampire. Yeah, okay. So, undead. But not specifically.
Right. So I don't roll for it? Yeah, when succeeding on a DC check. So I have to roll for it. Unless I'm already familiar with the creature.
Yeah, I would
And
say...
then...
Yeah.
Well, can I ask Aaron
Yeah,
any
let me see.
details on the
The creature,
creature
yeah.
as I'm casting it since
What
it
it
takes
is.
10 minutes?
The creature's
So he can familiarize
Yeah,
me
you
with
can-
the vampire.
Yeah, like if you can roll a DC, go ahead and roll the DC. We can go with the
Alright,
rules of that.
Did I use my magic modifier? Yes. Okay.
Let me see, does it? Yeah.
Shit. 11.
Womp womp.
If the creature has a class, you learn what it is. And then I know what type of creature. So it's undead, and then what is this class?
You would, that's a good one because of the way that it's made. You're getting a sense of warrior and wizard.
Alright, and then I use locate object on it to see that besides this bone right here and the pile over here, if there's any other bones similar to this, similar magic, within 1,000 feet.
You wouldn't sense anything within 1,000 feet.
Okay. I'll let Aaron know that there is no more magical items of this nature within 1,000 feet, so there's definitely plenty of breathing room. I would also tell him that, yes, the vampire is a wizard, and based on what that woman said earlier, they're definitely the same people. Cornell, she has demon magic on her. That means that they at least worked with fiend forces, and we should not trust them. As well, it means... Let's see, what else would that mean? Either she's bad, or he's bad, or they're both bad, because the guy is a betrayer.
we already know that Ravis is a grade A. He is not a good person.
So we know one's a
already
bad
know.
guy.
The
And
enemy
how about
of
the
my
woman?
enemy is my friend. The only information I have on Mara is the rumors and stories told among the cities and the citizens of Silver. So,
Alright, any of
We-
those seem like criminal records types?
now every third rumor paints her to be evil. Just like I am sure every third rumor paints your order to be worse than they actually are, which really is not difficult to do considering what so many of your kind do.
Well, getting rid of the wicked helps the innocents. Just, no matter what, people are going to die. We just minimize it by putting on a show. Anyways, we know not to trust Mara then, at least. Do I have anything else that could help? Bring her over here. I have a zone of truth. We can bring her over here, and then with me and you both help each other out in interrogating her. If I step over the line, you get a free hit on me. Is that fair?
I would gladly take that if I knew where Mara went. Last I saw, she had turned around and left with her carriage.
Well, I'll go fetch her from the carriage.
I don't take orders from a cult of crazy.
Fine, shall I go get her instead then? Or should I stay in the stables?
Stay in the stables.
Appreciate it.
If we have any left after feeding the civilians, we'll bring you some food.
I have my own, thank you. And I wouldn't eat that stuff either without inspecting it first. She is a demon essence.
Where is?
And with that, I am going to leave the stables.
Okay. Yeah, currently I think
And I'll stay.
the only person who would know is Bin, where Armara is. Unless Bin, you told anybody else, but yeah, because nobody else can see beyond the walls there.
I haven't had a chance to tell anybody because it's only just happened.
Yeah.
So I just walked around the corner of the stables again after giving these people their last rites on top of the tower. They got massacred. I'm going over to the axe hands and asking if everything's all right.
They look at each other and it's like, just a little bit of stuff between Aaron and a strange woman there. She's rather creepy. And he says, I think they were exchanging some words and about a bone and about other information dealing with that other woman.
Has she tried to leave the stables while I've been away?
They'll look at each other. We told her she couldn't, and Aaron said no. Sir?
Okay, just remember that we're trying to protect your wives and children here. She's not allowed to leave the stables until we've had a discussion with the group in the morning.
Yes,
Not
sir.
that much of a threat.
They like
What was that?
look back over at her and like, of course, sorry. Yes.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning. Right, I'll walk over here and try and get some sleep somewhere. What sort of time of day is it now? Time of night, I should say.
I'd say with all this that's happened, probably another hour has passed. So it's not it's not even close to midnight even. Probably closer to, I think y'all are in winter time. So that would mean I'll give you around 8 or 9.
Oh yeah, it's bedtime. I'm going to bed.
Yep.
With my bones.
I'm gonna come over here and I'll say that we suggest we need to get some rest because there's lots to do in the morning. And I'll inform them that there is a visitor held in the stables until morning, and then we can deal with it in the morning. She's under guard.
I will take watch after a few hours.
Thank you, Erin. I need to get some sleep.
All right. Well, the rest of the people, I mean, they still have some food left over, but yeah, you'll find them sleeping in corners and wherever. Parents holding their children, comforting them from all the strangeness that's been happening. And other than that, anybody else taking a rest, or what are y'all doing as far as while Ben is going to rest, and anybody else?
Are we doing a long rest or a short rest?
I just suppose it can be a long rest since yeah.
Yeah. Ben's praying and going to sleep.
Alright, so Cassandra's going to take a short rest, and then for the rest of the time, she's just going to question the axe hands to try and get more information about what happened in the town before, then any suspicious activities beforehand.
Okay.
Right before the vampire spawn attack?
Yeah. Before the... I don't remember if... for the most part, it would be the same stuff that they had said, that things started going quiet 2 weeks beforehand. And then rumors of creatures and things happening in the graveyard. And the sheriff eventually gave them the order to stay in their homes and not come out anymore. That's when they started hearing...
During that time, did anyone come into the village that they did not recognize?
Aside from the people they're currently with, not really.
Okay. And then I just stay with the horse and just stay awake.
Yeah, the only thing that they would have known of is that people had started to disappear and unusual deaths. And so everybody was just afraid of that.
That's to be expected.
All right.
That's it.
And then, so Ben, you are resting. Everybody else can rest. Gregor and Charles will take their turns doing watch. And I'll assume Thorag will also be resting. We'll put him in here. Boom. Right
Short
there.
rest and then take over watch from all the civilians who are watching around the stables.
Okay.
Lay up on the roof of the stables, kind of keep an ear out for anything that might happen.
Excellent. Yeah, when you do that, there some of them will also take their rest. Illith, I suspect you're going to study her new... Okay.
So, yeah, what I'm going to do is, put all my bones up, make sure they're all good. And then, DM, this is from me and Ernda to you. What all does she need to make the whip vicious?
Let's see. Can you... So, you did... what did you give her already? I'm trying to remember. I know you gave her...
Yeah, the spine whip.
Okay, so the spine whip. And is there anything specific you're just trying to make it just for damage?
She just wants the vicious whip property. She wants the vicious whip. The vicious property.
Alright. The vicious property. 1 second.
The new one. Not the old one, not the old fishes, the new fishes.
All right. Okay, so that is a magical property then.
Yes.
Wow. All right. I'll have to put that. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'll send you some information here.
What? Wait, fuck, see? Oh, try this. Try filling bottle jack, and every single time you got a pool of oil all over the ground. Fuck, see? We gotta try this.
What the fuck are you listening to?
Heard that.
Oh, sorry, my phone turned on. I'm just waiting.
Okay, so you got one of those pieces. So you can have a bone fragment from a creature that was associated with rage, bloodlust, or hatred. That's pretty cool. You already have one, so you have that ingredient from the bone hauler right there.
Well,
You would need a residue from a destroyed magic item. And then
Oh,
you can use also, with that, you would just need powdered obsidian and then just ink infused with, what the hell? With giant octopus ink.
so shit we have to buy from like shops and shit.
Yeah, you would,
Shops.
yeah, probably a big shop is where you could find that.
Yeah. And I have in stone obsidian, so we have that one, and we can get the master chunks. We just need the ink.
Yeah, and other than that, just in order to put it all together with a little bit of magic, all you would need is to just forge it together. Since it's already in bone, you would just have to add all those ingredients together and yeah, work on it. And DC, for the most part of it, it would be an Arcana check of DC 16 once you get all those items together.
Gotcha. There you go. Write that down.
Alright. And anything else aside from that, if nothing is happening for the rest of the night, then yes, everybody can go ahead and get a full night's rest.
Yep, I'm going to bed. I curl up. Oh, yeah, I'm just back in my original form, and I make sure I curl up with Ellis to keep her warm. And did the little girl come? Oh no.
Yeah, she'll crawl up next to Illith. Jenna just lets her go. She's like, at this point, she's like, well, I guess she finds her friend.
Yeah, just look at her, the little girl, for a second. and then continue what I'm doing to make sure Alyssa's warm, and I guess the girl's gonna be warm too.
All
I do
right.
what I've sent you messages, and then that's when I do all that.
Let me see. Boonk, boonk. Cool. All right. Well, then in that case, did that pop up? Of course. So, I'll say that we can go ahead, just because I got some family waiting on me. We pause right here, and then yeah, because this will get a good resting point. And
Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So I can go spend some time with the fam here. I know we're ending a little bit early. Still got 30 minutes, but all right, and I got that. Yeah, we'll pause here. All right, well then we'll continue next week. Great, y'all just beat up that bone hauler very well there. So we're going to stop recording really quick. Stop streaming.
Make it ally with itself when it stunned itself.
Yeah.